The idea for this video is very simple. I'm going to play a game and review it. So let's start. Here we have Freaky Bob's Crazy Party. Credit to S_Supa. I loaded into the game and I got a phone call from the one and only Freak Bob. I had a pretty good AI voice for Spongebob and a beautiful image of Spongebob on the phone here. And after the phone call, we got to meet up with Spongebob for this crazy party. And upon seeing him, I had to climb my man, but eventually we had to go inside for the party, so that was lame. But there wasn't any party because we had to wait for the others to get ready. So SpongeBob left me alone in his house, so I went around looking around. And at this point, I thought the game was just a gimmick game where I was just gonna look around, see some references and other shit on the screen. But after interacting with all the items around the house, you get to enter this room that leads to a long dark hallway. So instantly the game became more interesting. And then after running down this hallway, SpongeMan started to message me about me running away. So I kept running to fuck with it. But it looks like he got me instead since he slammed me with a chainsaw. After that event, I awoke in his cell and he started talking, but all I cared about was my man Krabby, stuck in the cell right in front of me. I'm gonna free you. I'm gonna free you, Mr. Krabs. But yeah, after that, SpongeBob warns me to not leave the cell, and right when he leaves, the wall behind me breaks to reveal some parkour. So I easily complete it, and I grabbed this OG hamburger on the ground, and obviously ate it, and then my character got fat and fell to the floor. And to my dismay, there was a bloody corpse of Patrick on the ground. I don't know why they could do this to my man, just laying there like that. Even had the fucking Krusty Krab hat on. Just straight fucking with my dude, bro. But then I noticed this beautiful image up on the wall. Pretty funny. Got some good images around here. Anyways, I had to run on the treadmill here to lose the weight from the burger and fit through the hole. Once I did that, I was in a maze and had to escape. While running, SpongeBob started to chase me, but he couldn't catch me because I'm just way too good. And this guy kept monologuing the whole time, like a straight 3 minutes of just talking, so I just escaped because I ain't listening to this guy. And once I was out, I was greeted with Squidward's house, so obviously I went in. Thought there'd be more inside, but it was just a house. Anyways, I went up the stairs and had to sleep. Bit weird saying I just escaped, and Sponge Guy wasn't that far, but who cares, my guy wanted to sleep, so I did. Once asleep, I awoke in a dream, and it started to rain sponges and play the taco song. Thought I had to collect the sponges, but it seemed that didn't work, and it was just waiting for the door to get to 30. After that, I entered another parkour area and demolished it with ease, obviously. And then after that, I was sent to this weird factory area and went into the very obvious vent, which led me into a conveyor that was trying to kill me with some lasers. And the whole time it was playing the Rainbow Factory song, so this game seems to have some early 2000s references for us, which is pretty nice. But after the near-death experience, I went onto the elevator and fell and was met with giant SpongeBob. And I just had to parkour and avoid his shots to reach this button here, which was easy enough. So I left that room and continued, which led to another parkour, which again, I easily beat it, like a real man. And then the next spot was some weird room with some of my fellow Dominus men up on the wall. Either way, I went into the door and was met with some more parkour. Beat that easily again. Also, just in case, it sounds like I'm complaining about the parkour. I'm not. I'm just like really good at parkour and not editing out the parts I failed. So yeah. After the parkour, I was met with a grave and SpongeBob claiming to have killed my mother, which was clearly false since my mom don't have some lame ass name like Jessica. Either way, try climbing him again since why not? Bro was talking too much. Next part was the final battle. And I'm gonna be honest, I was kind of clenching my ass near the end with the one heart. So that's interesting, the game had me like that, but I did eventually clean up and beat him, which brought me to a room with him whining. So I started to freak on him after him freaking on us for so long. Also, real quick, the whole time Spongebob wants to turn us into a snail since it'll make us perfect and live simple lives and be happy. I know, weird, but I mean, that's the whole premise of this game, it seems. And so he gives me the option to let him turn me into a snail, or I could just beat him up. And obviously I chose a snail because I love Gary. And I guess that's the bad ending, where I turned into a snail, and I was met with all the other cast members also being snails. But you know what? Pretty cool getting to be a snail with all the homies, so I ain't complaining. Then after that, the game sent me to this track with a car, so I'm gonna just use this spot to review the game. Overall, the game surprised me with the length and story for it being called Freaky Bob, so that was nice. Game had a few pay-to-win things like this here. Oh yeah, also I free Mr. Krabs, by the way, but he offered me a gun for Robux. But that's not that bad since, you know, the creator probably wants some revenue for the game they made, so can't complain there. Makes sense. But yeah, this game was pretty random and enjoyable. Had some fun Easter eggs, I guess. I don't know if I call them Easter eggs, but just some references, funny images, good AI, just like funny. I mean, the parkour was nice. Just a decent game. But I give it like an 8 out of 10. Since it has replayability for either ending, but yeah, good game. You know, bye bye. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, goodbye.